Hi guys, today I wanted to sit down quickly and share with you the new NYX Buttermelt Blushes. I know so many of you are curious about these, so I want to swatch them and try them all on so we can see what they look like. I know I like the formula because the Buttermelt bronzers are incredible and I'm a huge fan, so I'm very excited for these. The only thing that I have to tell you though is that I don't have all the colors. I ordered all 12 shades on the NYX website, which is the only place you can get them at the moment, and the box came today. There were only 6 of them in the box. So I contacted their customer service and it was just a mistake, unfortunately. And they asked if they could send me the other 6, but some of the shades are out of stock now, like the ones that I don't have. So I figured, you know what, forget about it. I'm just gonna go ahead and do the video with the 6 shades that I have. We can get a kind of a good idea. I feel like there's a good mix of lighter and deeper shades, and also I have some warm and some cool. So hopefully it's just a good cross section. To be completely honest with you, I didn't really need 12 new blushes anyway, so this is totally fine. So let's go ahead and get into it. If you're new here and you like unsponsored makeup reviews, be sure to hit the subscribe button and let's just jump right in and get started. All right guys, so let's take a look at all the colors up close and I'll show you some arm swatches and then I'll put all of them on. So the first shade is called My Butter Half, and this one kind of gives me Dior Rosy Glow vibes a little bit. It's a beautiful light cool tone pink. Next up we have the shade Had Butter. So this one is like a peachy orangey tone. And then For the Butter is a little bit of a deeper kind of mauvey purpley shade. This one I think is going to be really pretty on my skin tone. Then Getting Butter is like a beautiful rosy pink. Then I have a couple of deeper shades. We have Back in Butter, which is just like a beautiful burgundy. I don't know how this one's gonna work out on me. We'll have to see. And then shade number 12 is called All the Butter, and this one is just like a straight up purple. So just quickly, these have a fruity scent. It smells kind of tropical, maybe like mango or something. The bronzers have a coconut scent. So, you know, I kind of go back and forth on the scented products. I like scented products if I like the smell. As far as the bronzers go, I love coconut, so that's fine. This one, I'm not as big a fan of the scent. So I'm hoping that once I apply it, I don't really smell it too much, hopefully. So let me just show you all 6 shades swatched out on my arm so you can see what they look like. I really love this formula so much. It is so silky and smooth, and it's incredibly lightweight. It's just so airy when it goes on. It reminds me a little bit of some Korean blushes that I've tried. It's just such a stellar formula. One of my absolute favorites at the drugstore at the moment. So I'm very excited to put these on my face. Let's just go ahead and get to it. And I guess I'll kind of start with the lighter shades and work my way to the deeper ones. So first up, we have the shade My Butter Half. For reference, I'm wearing the Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation, and I did powder over it just so that the blush isn't going to grab to the foundation. Hopefully it'll blend really smoothly. And I'm going to be using the round tapered powder brush from Profusion. So I'm just going to dip in. All right, so let's go ahead and apply the first layer. And as you can see, this just blends itself. Like I hardly had to do anything. That was 2 seconds, completely unedited. It just basically applies itself. It's a foolproof product, and I also love how it's more buildable because when it comes to blush, I definitely prefer that. So going in with a second layer, this is that really light shade that kind of reminds me of the Dior Rosy Glow. And it's so pretty, and I don't know what this looks like on camera, but in the mirror, it's actually staying a little bit cooler toned. I know when I use that Dior Rosy Glow, it turns this weird orangey shade on me, and it doesn't look like it does in the pan. This one actually does. So that is really pretty, and these have a very slight amount of glow to them. No glitter, no visible shimmer, but just slightly luminous so that they don't look like a flat matte. I don't know if you can see on my cheeks, there's just like a hint of glow. All right, so next up we have Had Butter. This is the peachy shade. So I'm just gonna clean off my brush really quickly, and let's see what this one's like. Again, they just are so easy to blend. Look at this. This one adds a little bit more color in the first pass than the other one did. So that's one layer. I'll just add a tiny bit more just to deepen this up. All right, so first 2 shades, we have My Butter Half over here. And then this one is Had Butter. All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and remove them. I'm gonna reapply the foundation and I'll be right back for round 2. All right, next up we have the shade For the Butter. So this is that beautiful mauvey purpley shade. This one is a little bit on the deeper side, so let's see how this applies. I tried not to pick up too much with my brush, so hopefully it's okay. Yeah, it's not bad. I love purple tone blushes. I know I've talked about this a lot in videos, but when I have, when you have a cooler undertone like I do, pinks can sometimes look a little bit warm against your skin. So if you want a blush to really show up cool toned, grab a purple one. It's not likely to look really purple on your skin. On me, they just look more cool tone pink. So, all right, I'm just gonna go in with another layer and just deepen this up slightly. But I just can't get over how smoothly these blend. They're incredible. Definitely the most blendable blush, not just at the drugstore, but I would say across the board, like high-end drugstore, they are just so smooth. All right, then over on this side, we have Getting Butter. This is the beautiful rosy shade. So, oh, this one is actually quite pigmented. Just gonna take a little bit off the brush. Yikes. But I'm hoping it'll just kind of blend itself out. Let's see. It is a gorgeous color though. It reminds me a lot of the shade that your cheeks would naturally turn when you come in out of the cold. All right, so over on this side, we have For the Butter. And then over here is Getting Butter. All right, 2 more to go. All right, so this one I'm a little bit nervous about. This one's called Back in Butter. So it's a really deep burgundy shade, and I'm just gonna pick up the tiniest little bit of this on my brush. I'm hoping that as long as I go in with a light hand, I can still use this color. I mean, yeah, it's pretty intense off the start. I'm just gonna rub the rest of this off and then blend out what's on my cheek. All right, so this is not bad. Again, if you just use a tiny little bit, I think it could totally work. This one is All the Butter, and this one is a straight up purple, but like I said before, I have a feeling it's not gonna really look purple on my cheeks. It's gonna come out more pink. So let's see. Yeah, it's definitely not as purple as it looks in the pan. That's the thing, like, don't be afraid of purple blushes because they really don't look like that on your skin, especially if you're a cooler tone like me. I've been really loving purple blushes lately, so yeah, that is so pretty. All right, so over here we have Back in Butter. And then this one is All the Butter. I really love this color on me. I think this is one of my favorites for sure. And another thing that I'm really loving about these is just how they almost look airbrushed on your skin. They look super soft and diffused, and they don't have like the patchiness that some blushes have. I remember when I tried out the bronzers in a video, I didn't powder my face, and even on top of a foundation that had a little bit of a tacky finish, it still blended beautifully and it didn't look muddy or patchy. So I'm just overall so impressed with this formula. I love that they're doing this. I love that they came out with a blush version. I was waiting for it. I didn't think it was gonna be here this soon, but I'm so happy. And yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts on these down below. Which colors are you gravitating toward? Are you planning on picking any of these up? Hopefully they'll be at Ulta soon. Right now they're exclusive to the NYX website, but I'm hoping we'll see them in drugstores soon. So I just want to thank you all so much for taking time out of your day to watch this video. I really, really appreciate it. If you're curious about the Buttermelt bronzers and how those look, I do have some swatches in that video that I mentioned, so I'll just put that right up here in case you want to check that out next. Thank you guys so much. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you all in my next one. Take care. Bye.